Hi, and welcome to today's session. Today we're going to focus on a short 10-minute morning flow. Sometimes that's all we have the time for, but it's better to move your body than not. And all you're going to need for your practice today is your mat, and this is all levels. So when you have that rolled out, we'll get started. So today we'll actually get started in standing. So just meet me at the front of your mat with your feet either hip distance apart or your feet together, whatever feels best for you today. Once you find that nice grounding through your feet, you're just going to open the arms out to the sides. Take a deep breath in. And then a big breath out. One more time, big breath in. And then a big breath out. On the next inhale, big reach up the arms all the way up towards the sky, but reach the arms back if you can. So you feel that nice big opening happening through your shoulders, and then exhale again as you release the hands down by your sides. Really good. We'll do that one more time. Reach the arms back and up. Click, click, clicks in the shoulders are totally normal. Exhale again. Back and down. Really good. One more time. Big inhale, reach. And then exhale again. Release the arms all the way back and down. Good. This time you're going to take the arms all the way up. And then lace your palms once you get to the top. Push the palms up towards the sky like you're doing a full body stretch. And then as you exhale, take a side bend over towards your right. And then inhale, come all the way back to center. Do your best not to rotate the hips. Exhale, side bend to your left. Good. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the right. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale to your left. Good. Inhale again, reach the arms up nice and high. And then exhale, release the arms all the way down by your sides. Good. You're going to open up your feet wider so they're at the edges of your mat. And then inhale, bring your arms out to a T. And then don't let your hips twist with you. Exhale, twist your torso over towards the right. Good. Inhale again, back to center. And then exhale, twist to the left. Good. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. And then inhale, center. And then exhale, left. Good. When you come back to the front, inhale, reach the arms back high. And then exhale, bring the arms all the way out to the side as you find a nice big forward fold. Good. We'll start with bent knees in your forward fold for the first one today. Gently give yourself a gentle swing and sway or forward back bounce. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows, this is your opportunity to do that. And breathe nice and big. Two more. Good. Last one. Good. Gently release the hands all the way back down towards the ground. Inhale, flatten out the spine, halfway lift. You can bring your hands to your shins. And then exhale, plant the palms. Set your feet all the way back behind you. And then drop your knees. Good. On the next inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. And then exhale, push the earth away, doming your back, and tuck your pelvis and chin underneath. Good. Chakravarkasana, back and forth. Two more. Finding that flexion and extension in the spine. Exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come back into a nice neutral spine. And then you're going to take your feet all the way back behind you into your plank. And then send your hips all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. Good. Just pedal out your feet left and right as we open up into the legs. Good. Then gently roll your spine forward into your plank. And then find that exhale as you lower all the way down towards the mat. Good. You'll take the hands all the way behind you. Clasp the hands against your lower back. And on your next inhale, lift through your chest as you pull the knuckles towards your heels. And then exhale. Hold it there. Inhale. See if you can lift the hands a little bit higher off the back. And then exhale again as you lower. Good. We'll do that. Lift one more time. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale again, big push lift. And then exhale again as you lower back down. Good. Gently release the hands by your ribs. Tuck your toes. And then lift yourself all the way back up to plank. Good. And then send your hip up and back into your downward facing dog. Good. From here, you're going to take your right leg and reach it up high. And then exhale, bring that foot over towards your right elbow. and then step it to the outside of that hand. Good. We'll take a moment in your lunge as you start to drop into your hips, lifting through your chest. And if this is too difficult, you always have the option of dropping your knee. Good. Can we do 2 more? Really good. Last one. Good. And then plant the hands firmly. Tuck the back toe and lift the back knee up off the mat. And then you're going to take that left foot and bring it forward to meet the right one. Good. We're going to sit nice and low into a squat. And if you need to be a little bit higher because your heels are off the mat, that is okay too. Just have your hands in front of you to counterbalance. Good. And then once you feel ready, you're going to take your right foot and push it all the way back behind you. Good. Now you're going to have the hands right underneath the shoulders. Same rules apply. You're going to find that lunge as you start to push down into the hips and lift through your chest. Really good. 1 more. Good. And then plant the palms firmly. And then you can take your left foot all the way back to meet the right. And then send your hips all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. Yeah, take another big breath in. And a big breath out. Look forward towards the front of the mat. Exhale, walk, hop, or bring your feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then exhale again, big forward fold. Good. This time inhale and come up to chair pose. Good. And then see if you can take the arch out of your lower back, lift through your chest, take a look at down your toes, see if you can see the toes, and then breathe nice and big. 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up as you stand on up. And then exhale, release the hands to heart center. And then bring the hands down to your sides. Good. Slowly transitioning from standing to seated. Take your time to find your bum. And then once you arrive, you're going to take your feet out to the sides and the knees nice and wide. And take the knees side to side for a few 90-90s. Just to help release the hip from that big lunge hold. Good. From here, you can take your left leg and bring it out in front of you. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Gently bring that a little bit closer to you as you start to find that big stretch in that right hip. Good. 2 more. And last one. Yeah, gently release that left leg all the way back down. And then uncross the right to give your legs a nice big shake. And then the other side. Left ankle crossed over right knee. Slowly bring that right foot closer to you until you feel that stretch happening through your left hip. And then again, sit up nice and tall. Breathe nice and big as you feel that stretch happening through your left. Good. 3 more. Good. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. Gently release the hips as you uncross the legs. Give your legs a nice big shake before you bring them to the edge of your mat. And then take your arms forward and slowly lower them all the way down to the mat. Good. We'll finish up with final 3 bridges, but we're going to make it a full body stretch so the arms are going to join the party. So bring your feet close to the hips so that they're hip distance apart. And then from there, plant your hands down by your sides, palms facing down, and tuck the shoulders underneath. Once you find that position, take a nice big inhale as you lift your hips up towards the sky, taking the arms up overhead as the hips lift. And then exhale, lower the arms and hips at the same time. Good. Keep drawing the knees in towards each other as you lift. Inhale again, squeeze. And then exhale again as you lower. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Hips and arms. And then exhale, release the arms and the hips back down. Good. Take your knees into your chest one at a time, giving yourself a nice big hug. And making some circles with the knees, rolling out your lower back. And then gently allowing the soles of your feet to touch as you bring your knees out to the sides. Taking one hand over heart and one hand over belly, just for a moment of Shavasana. So sometimes it's not about making those big changes in your life, about taking those hour-long classes and those big commitments. Sometimes it's just about getting out of bed and being able to move your body a little bit, enough to give you the energy for the rest of the day. So small changes done consistently can make a huge difference in your life. So know that the hardest part of your day is already done as you made it to your mat to take care of yourself. So release your breath, soften the body. Know that you are worthy of love and everything that this world has to offer. And as you settle, just take a moment of silence before you take on the rest of your day. As you take one last moment with the self, take another full breath in, filling yourself up with everything that you need. Take a pause at the top, followed by a big exhale as you let it go. Gently wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Roll out maybe your ankles and your wrists. If one last full body stretch does call to you, allow yourself to reach through the body one more time, just so you can notice how the body feels after a little bit of movement. And then take your time to slowly bend the knees. Roll over to your favorite side. Allowing yourself to reset before you slowly make your way up to your comfortable seat. Once you arrive, take one hand over heart, one hand over belly, finding gratitude for whatever time we have to move and take care of ourselves. Thank you so much for being here and for checking in and for allowing me to guide your practice today, from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being here for this quick little practice. I hope it helped you feel good in your body, and I'll see you at the next one.